Yo, yo. Here we go. That's so funny. How's everybody doing today? January 14th, 12 o'clock, Wednesday. That was funny. I was watching some Discovery Plus on Amazon or whatever with Gold Rush because I've been following Gold Rush for years, years. And it's funny how the one dude, oh my God, I forgot his name. Tyler. He always says yo yo now. I've been saying that for years, but every time I'm like hearing that all he says is every time he sees everybody, it's like yo yo. Oh, I'm not getting a single come on, folks. Yeah, I know you love me. You love me, don't you? But yeah, man. I thought that was cool. His name. Anyway, Parker's number one guy there besides Mitch. The other guy, what's his name? With the T there. Starts with the T, Tyler or Taylor. I don't fucking remember. But yeah, man. God, slipping my mind. But yeah, man, he always goes, yo, yo, every time he walks in. Now I'm like, damn, dude. I guess I do rub off some people. Now, there we go. Mad scientist. How's everybody doing? Steve, what's up, buddy? How you doing, buddy? No suit today, huh? Maybe I'll wear a suit. It's amazing. I actually still have a suit from back in college. But just one, though. Held on to it in case I ever want to look good, but it's a little uptight looking. How's everybody doing? So, yeah, so you got Ford factory. You got, what's his name? Trump going to the Ford factory. Like, dude, again, they're treating the United States like a corporation and like he's a CEO and then the U.S. is investing now. I mean, what are you talking about, dude? The guy's mentally fucking ill, Trump. Nobody behaves like this guy, okay? He goes around fucking flicking everybody off. He's the most undignified pile of shit I've ever seen in my life. But I think it's fantastic that people know that he's a pedophile protecting, pedophile piece of shit, psychopath that has no business leading a band. You know what I mean? He has no business leading anything. The guy's mentally fucking ill. He doesn't understand shit from fucking Shiola. I mean, you got to be fucking kidding me with this guy. I don't understand how Trump is allowed to exist. That dude is a war criminal. He needs to be arrested immediately with Netanyahu, and they both need to be holding hands together as we chop their fucking heads off. I want to chop their fucking heads off. If I see Trump or Netanyahu, whatever, well-known murderers, child murderers, I'm just going to chop their heads off. I don't need anything. I don't need court. I don't need nobody's permission to do that, just so you know. So you better stay the fuck away from me because justice will be served around me. You fucking walk around here killing someone, you're deader than shit. You'll be deader than fucking a doornail. Faster than shit. Causing harm, going around causing harm, getting away with it. I don't know. These war criminals need to be arrested immediately, dude. These pedophile, cocksucking fags that Netanyahu and Trump suck each other's dick. Trump is sucking everybody's dick, especially the oil tycoons. They think they were talking about Clinton, Bubba. That ain't Bubba. We're talking. Trump was sucking oil tycoon dick, not Bill Clinton dick. Bill Clinton's name ain't Bubba. Y'all are confused. He was sucking it. The Bubba is an oil tycoon dude that he was sucking dick. Trump sucks dick. Fag. Gay. Nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do, other than the fact that you're totally confused. It's like trying to put a square block in a circle. You know what I mean? You're trying. All right. Confused. You can get you some Nick Fuentes action going. You could be like Nick Fuentes, a virgin faggot for Israel that believes that believes that the world is his to conquest and take over like a fucking psychopath nut job with Trump and Israel. These fucking cocksuckers should be so fucking dead. So what are you guys thinking today? What's going on? I didn't even want to fucking do this live stream today because it's just the same fucking goddamn shitty world. I mean, it's really annoying. Okay, now let me just get these memes going here. Hold up. Yeah, I mean, it's totally fucking annoying, dude. How the government sits there and gaslights the public. It's so annoying. Like literally, we're gonna get everybody on the Epstein list, and as soon as they get up, and it's a hoax. What are you talking about? What list? It's like Trump just gaslights you. What list? Like what are you fucking talking about? The list you've been talking about the whole time, and literally they think you're going to forget about it from yesterday. It's like I don't know what's wrong with Trump and his pedophile crew. Let's see. Oh man. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get this. Man, it's like where to begin, dude. It's like holy shit. This is. This is real bad. Never found. Okay, here we go. So where are the comments, man? Where's everybody at? Where's everybody at today? Oh, man. Smoke them if you got them, I guess. What? Oh. I'm about to show a video. Relax. I just want to grab a cup of coffee and smoke a bowl. Because I know you do want to as well. Not coming out. But yeah, let's check out this video. Or not video. I'm going to show a couple of memes first. Let's see. This shit even works. That's funny. Wow, that's pretty cool. I can kind of follow it on there. So that's really neat. That's kind of cool. You guys can see that? Can you hear me okay? What's up, Don? Bless you, brother. Thank you, brother. Want to give a shout out to Dana, Melt Flood Chicago, Bubscat. Oh, Chris there. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys for your donos. Fiona, Don, you've donated. Appreciate all of you. And let's just go over this. Transparency is never found in private meetings. That's where deals are made. So she's a total fucking CIA, FBI, one of the secret service. She's intelligence, okay? Pretending to be on, you know what I mean? If anything, they may be trying to separate from Israel a little bit. You have intelligence trying to get away from the anyway. But when you're meeting behind closed doors with Erica Kirk, you're a fucking shill. Okay? That's dumb. That's just dumb to do. Countries where the U.S. government is admitted to launching military interventions. The entire world. It's the entire world. The entire South America, everything here. South America. It's weird how they hadn't messed with Canada, but they have. You know. This is the real cover-up to links Epstein to foreign intelligence. No, it is foreign intelligence. It's Mossad, but it's Mossad, not who you're saying it is. And it's the CIA, FBI, Secret Service, NSA, all the pedophile alphabet gangs, IRS, all of it. What do all men with power want? More power. Again, like I'm watching Gold Rush and Parker every year. It's never enough. It's never enough. He always has to have more and more. They're never happy. They're never happy with, like, they could have all the gold in this whole planet and then it wouldn't be enough. They would want to go to another planet and get more gold. Like, that's how mentally ill these people are, man. Something's wrong with these people. It's never same with the fucking Israel. It's never enough. They have to control everybody, everything, every second, all the time. 28 U.S. Code definitions. United States means a federal corporation, an agency, department, commission, board, or other entity of the United States, or an instrumentality of the United States. Govern me harder, Daddy. Being rolled by your pedophile fucking strangers in the world is not freedom. Anti-Zionism is the new anti-Semitism. Listen, pedophile, we don't give a fuck about any of this shit. We are calling you out for murdering children and pedophilia. Not because you say you're a Jew. We don't give a fuck what you are. You could say you're a baboon. I could give a fuck. If you're a baboon, you don't kill innocent children, pedophile. I will bash your fucking skull into a bloody pulp again and again, pedophile. I'll take that hat on your head and shove it down your mouth. So far, it'll come out your asshole. Pedo. Yep, they're all coming out here attacking everybody, calling them names like children instead of showing evidence. So the Greater Israel Project is basically we're going to show you the final solution, what the final solution looks like here in a minute. We're going to show you what the final solution looks like around the entire world is what Palestine looks like now. The final solution, Israel wants the entire world to look like Palestine. That's Israel's plan. Pedophile Israel. That's their plan. U.S. displaced close to 40 million people in wars following 9/11. Here they are. The post 9/11 U.S. wars have displaced almost 40 million people, according to a 2021 research conducted by Brown University College. U.S. wars resulted in at least 38 million people displaced. And look where they all went. They left Libya. They left all the countries they were murdering for Israel. All these are countries murdering, wars, everything for Israel. Has nothing to do with anything in our side of the world. It's mentally ill to be fighting wars for Israel. It's mentally ill to be supporting genocide, murdering child murderers. Like, you have a pedophile. Your best friend is a pedophile. Your best ally in the world is a pedophile genocidal state. If Israel is your best ally, then your best friend walking down the street is a pedophile, murdering child murderer. You assholes. You pedophile motherfuckers. Look, it's Israel. It's Israel. Look, it's fucking Israel. These cocksucking Jew fucks, look at them. Parasites. Fucking A, Zionists. Excuse me, same thing. I don't give a fuck. You call yourself, oh, we're different. Fuck you all. You call yourself different? Fuck you. If you're different, then you're fucking in a different club. Then you're saying you're in another club. You're not a human. You're saying you don't want to be like me. You want to be different? You're better than me. Fuck you all. There has never been a foreign legislature owned by another country as completely as the United States Congress, as the United States Congress is by the Israelis, by the Jews, by the Zionists. Former CIA officer of 22 years. Oh boy, you can see the pedophilia in his face. Guilt. That's what happens when you run children, dude. Sex trafficking, dummy. You have that look in your face of guilt to the point you have to come out against it. Your soul is fighting for your humanity and heart right now for all the things you've done in the past. Alt media. There you go. Alt media. There you go. These two right here have the biggest, their families have the biggest ties to intelligence agencies. It's insane. It's so stupid to believe that these assholes are on your side. You must be mentally fucking ill. Okay? These assholes are buying everything from this dumb bitch right here. She's a total UK MI5 agent, practically. America last. You're paying for everyone else. Look at that. You're buying jets for Israel. And look, these butt-buddy faggots. This guy's cock is so far up Trump's ass, it's coming out his mouth. See it here? You can kind of see it coming out of his mouth here. It's fucking disgusting. Get off the man's cock! Get off the man's cock! Same playbook. Look, this is in the 80s he was doing this, okay? But they're going to show you 1995 when it's really 1985, just so you know. I can show you 85. I was 15 when this cocksucker was doing this, okay? In 1925, in 95, I was 25 here. I'm 25 years old in 1995. That's when I graduated UCF, University of Central Florida in Orlando, Florida, in Fort Orlando. You can finish. UCF, you can't finish. You can finish. Oh. So here he is, nonstop with little cartoons because he's a little pedophile. He's used to pedophiling children with cartoons. So he thinks you're a child too. So he's going to treat you like a child. Blatant colonialism. Trump says USA will run Venezuela and take its oil. Wow. You see. No, I can't look at this shit. Come on, man. Get out the man's ass. Get out of the man's ass, man. Should the U.S. get involved in Israel's war against Iran? Charlie Kirk says. No. 88% say no. Leave the pedophile. 12% are traitor Israeli Zionist pedophiles. Now you know what the percentage of pedophiles in the U.S. are. 12% pedophiles. That's how you know how many pedophiles is in the U.S. You ask them if they support Israel or not. If they support Israel, they're a pedophile, genocidal, maniac, child murdering pedophile fuck. Okay? Yeah. You know it. You fucking know it. You're fucking well told. Look at mentally ill Trump. And they look, mentally ill, Katie Miller, soon. Mentally ill, man. Soon what? You're going to invade more countries and murder people? Like a maniac? Psychopath? Like Jeffrey fucking Dahmer? Like who are you? Who are you people? Venezuela bomb with missile civilians targets. Alex Jones lies about the active war, of course. They bombed civilians. They murdered people to do this. I mean, I wasn't there, supposedly. You would think they would have to kill somebody to take this guy, but maybe not. I heard about 80 people got murdered by drones. Just kidding. I don't know what it was. Netanyahu gives Trump his orders, and so he tells him to pardon this drug dealer. President of Honduras, while working with the Rosenthal family, Jews, was convicted of trafficking 400 tons of cocaine into the U.S. Busted. 400 tons. Pardoned. Why would you ever pardon somebody like that? Why? What is it your business to come in here and how are you? You're not allowed to pardon anyone, for one thing, okay? These crazy powers is mental illness, dude. You people are crazy with this government shit and pardoning. Your rules are batshit crazy. See what I mean? They're just arbitrary mentally ill rules of mentally ill people. Well, I could just pardon this guy who brought in cocaine. This guy's never done anything wrong. We're going to go kidnap him. We are dealing, government shows every day how mentally ill it is. Every day, government proves it's mentally ill. Venezuela, 303 billion barrels of oil. It dwarfs everybody else in the world. Well, I mean, if you add these up, they're separated, so you can't add them up. But, okay, why does it always look like these retards are taking a leak? I mean, when you walk into a men's bathroom, this is what I see all the time right here. Meanwhile, these are just pedophiles. Venezuela's acting president says U.S. attack had Zionist undertones. Well, no shit, Israel did it. They're literally in charge of all the intelligence agencies, multiple ones around the world. They run every country because you fuckers, because they called you anti-Semitic, you let them run every country. It works. It works. You fucking retards. Cocaine Import Agency. Cocaine Import Agency. They bring in the cocaine, and that's why that dude got pardoned. He brought in 400 tons of cocaine. There ain't no problem with that. They don't have a problem with cocaine. They bring it in. That's why he got pardoned. They got a problem with Maduro because Israel's got a problem with Maduro. They lied about Pearl Harbor, lied about WMDs in Iraq, lied about Gaddafi in Libya, lied about Gulf of Tonkin, lied about Iran-Contra affair. They lied about chemical weapons in Syria. But sure, this time it's definitely about fentanyl. When we already know there's no evidence of that. There's no evidence. Doesn't come from them. And again, how to qualify for Team America, the puppet show for Israel and Team America. Here's how you qualify. Venezuela, Syria, Iran. Here's your sellouts. Were they popularly elected or popular revolution? No. Were they ready to privatize all national assets to U.S. companies? Sure, absolutely. Were they willing to carry out terrorism against citizens of its own country? Sure. Facilitating invasions of his or own country? Sure. Ready to recognize apartheid Israel? Sure. Racist Israel, the most racist cunt holes of all time. Diarrhea shit stains. Jew fucks are the biggest racist fucks of all time. And you wonder why I call you fucking piece of shit racist fucks, because you're racist. Apartheid. Who has apartheid other than a racist pile of shit Israel? Retard Jew fucks. Back pressure is created when you use smog, which increases low end torque, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, not really. You really want no back pressure. You want no back pressure, no resistance. Your engine or motor is an air pump, okay? And we're not talking about scavenging from cylinder to cylinder, okay? We're talking about airflow through a vehicle. If you put a muffler on it, you're creating resistance. That resistance will backflow air back into the cylinder, that depleted oxygenated air that all of the oxygen has been depleted. It's inert, and that'll take up space for the new oxygenated air to come in. And so the potent oxygenated air to come in and into the cylinder and explode. So back pressure is bad. You don't want any resistance to a flow. Doesn't that make any sense, retards? You don't ever want any back pressure, especially with a turbo. The faster the air can flow through it, the more power, the more torque. I don't even know if it's good for that. Trump talked to oil companies instead of Congress. He talked to oil companies instead of Congress before kidnapping Maduro. An act of war. Another war crime. This fucking pedophile and Netanyahu pedophile, genocidal pedophile, needs to be executed immediately. In my world, you both die immediately. You have to die. You can't be here. Netanyahu's case is judge killed in suspicious incident. So the judge for Netanyahu dies, just like he murdered his own wife. Netanyahu murdered his own fucking ex-wife too. By the way, everybody knows it too. Like, it's not even a secret. And everybody knows he murdered children again and again in Palestine. So this guy needs to die. He keeps killing people, judges and shit. He murdered another judge. So Venezuela is up here. You have Argentina down here, who the U.S. just gave $40 billion to help Israel overthrow. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Manufacturing jobs drop as soon as Trump gets in. Lowest of all time. Exhaust back pressure is no good, dummy. Back pressure, myth debunked. Fuck off with the back pressure, you idiots. Make Iran great again. If I don't steal it, someone else will. No, I understand they put an X pipe on a muffler to get more torque, but you're decreasing torque and horsepower inherently by throwing inert gases back into the chamber from the resistance of any muffler at all. Ideally, you want no muffler. Headers, open headers. U.S. CIA attacking Russia, ultimately targeting energy exports into China. Trust the planners. Trump is taking on the corrupt Rothschild banking empire to save the world. Rothschild. Well done, Donald J. Trump. Can't make this shit up, folks. The Rothschilds and the Rockefellers have been the crime families here, establishment for hundreds of years, man. And here they are. They're still ruling over you. It's pathetic. Trump becomes first president to bomb 8 countries in 1 year. 1 year. Congratulations, pedophile. Peace president. You're the war president. A peace president would never change a department from the Department of Defense to a Department of War. That is actually the opposite of what a peace president would do. You fucking pedophile. Fuck you, pedophile Trump. I need you dead today. I'm going to curse you right now. I hope you fall down and break your fucking neck and snap it and become paralyzed from your fucking neck down. That's what I want for you. No war is America first. President of peace. Let's bomb Yemen, Syria, Iran, Somalia, Nigeria, Iraq, and invade Venezuela and anyone else Trump doesn't like. Greenland. Don't forget Greenland. And again, all mountains are melted buildings. See all the windows in this? How is this a natural building? How is this a natural mountain? You stupid fucking retards. Nobody carved this. This is a building with windows and it melted over. See the ledge here of melted shit? That's supposed to be flat here. There ain't supposed to be nothing above this window or that window. This shit melted. These are buildings, you retards. You fucking retards, geologists that think mountains are fucking natural. You're mentally fucking ill. I just made you fucking look like a diarrhea shit stain by debunking geology. All mountains are melted buildings. All of you are fucking retards. And I'll prove it again and again in any fucking category. I'll dominate you. You're fucking dumb. It's like dominating a fucking mouse. Look, here's Erica Kirk right here. Stealing children from the fuck's that country she was in there? She got kicked out. Romania. This dumb bitch. Here she is pretending to help children as she steals them for pedophiles in the CIA to send back to America for the rich, for Epstein Island. This poor kid, they're all going to Epstein Island. They all went to Epstein Island. They're gone. She got kicked out for fucking stealing kids. Just like Israel does right now. Israel arrests children under 18 with no charges. They do it all the time. These fucking people in Israel have to die. They're a cancer. They invaded Palestine and they need to be kicked out of Palestine. Put them the fuck on an island and just let them rot and die on an island, okay? If not, blow them all up. You can, firebomb them like you did Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Donald Trump orders U.S. Army chiefs to draw up plans to invade Greenland. Mental illness. Dude, congressional approval is required. You're mentally ill, dude. This guy is mentally ill. If America shoots and kills peaceful protesters, which is their custom, the Islamic Republic of Iran will come to their rescue. We are locked and loaded and ready to go. A woman is a flower and should not be shot in the face. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Nicole Maney. Trump says U.S. will occupy Venezuela as long as it takes to distract from the Epstein files. He will occupy Venezuela as long as it takes to distract from the Epstein files. Oh, another war and still no Epstein arrest? Exactly what I voted for. Exactly what I voted for. You idiots that vote, you're basically infant level retard. You're fucking so dumb. Billionaires, here's billionaires saying, looks like the Epstein files are finally coming out. Politicians, any ideas? The government, war. How about we'll distract them with war? They'll blow up the whole world before showing you my list of friends. And really, it's the FBI and the CIA and Mossad that really run the sex trafficking. He's an agent. He's just a Mossad agent for Israel. He'll do anything for Israel. That butt plug. He's an Israeli butt plug. That's what he is. Denmark changes Greenland's name to Epstein Island so Trump will stop talking about taking it over. So stop talking about it. It's a good idea. During Trump's second term, he has militarily threatened Mexico, Canada, Cuba, Colombia, whatever. Bombed Iran, Nigeria, Yemen, Somalia, Syria, Iraq, Venezuela. Threatened to depose leader of Cuba, Colombia. Kidnapped the leader of Venezuela. Literally kidnapped him. This dude literally kidnapped a leader of a foreign country, folks. Like, I'm sorry, but you cannot make this shit up. Hold on, I got to check this fucker on. Turn on. God damn. Freezing. Trump says he's instructing his representatives to buy $200 billion in mortgage bonds, claiming it'll lower rates. His representatives? What are you talking about? You know what I do with $37 trillion in debt? Two wars at the same time. Wars at the same time. These retards think Elon Musk is the richest retard in the world. Merely billions. If he's the richest, then what about the Federal Reserve, who the world owes $37 trillion to? Don't you think they're a little richer? When they say regime change, what they mean is install a Jew, is what the meme says here. Yeah. If you're a Jew, like, don't call yourself a Jew. Like, just call yourself an American, man. Like, don't even go there. Like, you are putting yourself in a group of some sick fucking retards, man. You really are. And it doesn't exist. You're a human being is what you are. Like, when people say they're from Romania and Australia, no, you're just a human, man. You're not from there. We're all from the same room. We're all in the same room here. We're in a room. We're all in the same room. Some live further apart from each other, and some live closer together. In this room. You're in a room. And that's all there is to it. The only way out of this room is to die. You fucking retards. A rare map of the technate of America drawn by the Technocracy Inc. 1940, or the Technocracy Movement, which Elon Musk's Canadian maternal grandfather was a member of until he was arrested when the organization was proscribed in 1943. That's their map. Greenland. Greenland's on the map. Greenland is on the map. Venezuela's on the map, man. See it? This top of South America is on the map. Okay, so you have the shooting here from, let's see, which one was this? God damn it. Look, the Freemasons, the intelligence agencies run the news, and they're Freemasons. So even if somebody kills somebody for real, they're going to throw a spell on it, okay? This is what they do, okay? The Freemason intelligence agencies that run the news, if somebody actually even kills somebody or it's a false flag or anything, they're going to put their spells. That's what this 33 Freemason shit is. They're going to put their magic in every newscaster. It's a broadcast. They're spelling, putting spells, newscasting, broadcasting. They're casting spells. You have to understand the world you live in. You're fucking naive retards. You don't even have a clue who your enemy is, much less you don't even know anything about them, what they think in their head, what they believe in, the gods they worship, the Satanism, the Luciferianism that goes on in their heads with this magical shit, numbers, and nothing wrong with numbers. But see, they want to use it against you. They're creating all this chaos so they can make order, new world order out of chaos. Digital ID, AI takeover, and UBI, 15-minute cities, mass surveillance, the end of personal liberty. No shit. I've been saying this for fucking fatal crash lawsuit. A Tesla crash turned fatal. Federal lawsuit is asking why. Again, why are you letting cars run around with no drivers? This is what do you think is going to happen? You murdered somebody. Tesla, that's the last car that should ever go around without a driver. You murdered somebody. It's not, look, having a car with no drivers ain't worth people dying. I'm sorry. Okay. You don't need to have a car that bad, autonomously driving around on the road. You don't need one that bad if it's going to kill people. Okay. Take that idea, scrap it. Okay. Scrap the idea of cars running around with no drivers. You murdered somebody. It's murder. They'd be alive if it weren't for you. You caused harm. It can't happen anymore. And whoever made the car, Tesla, you all got to die for that. You got to die. You made something and it killed somebody. You got to hold some responsibility for that shit. And I'm not talking about accidents. These fuckers are trying to kill you. Your costs are up versus a year ago. Of course, 85%, 78%, just 1 year, 67%, 66%, 54%. Everything is up. Utilities, groceries, healthcare, housing, gasoline. It's insane, the ass raping that is going on here. Epstein client list doesn't exist, DOJ says, after they were elected by calling out the Epstein list. And then they're going to lie to you and gaslight you. You know how insulting that is? Law enforcement terrorizes civilians. Law enforcement is often just another gang. No shit, it's a gang, you fucking retards. Again, they think that these people built this church. It's all that's left from the old world. And it's sad, folks. It's a fucking sad world. Oh, well. How you guys doing, man? What's up, Rogue Maximus? Are you making more parts of the documentary, like one specific for evidence of the X Factor event just happening, like tire track marks, etc.? Yeah, it's in there. I don't know. Bro, dude, no matter how many documentaries I make, dude, the world we live in, they're fucking too dumb to get it. It doesn't become any more clear that when I say mountains are melted buildings and I get called names, like children. Nothing says the world is fucking retarded like that. I don't even, I don't know. Damn. Shit's gas. At least I got a hit still in here. Oh, man. Yeah, it's rough. Showed some memes. Let me see if there's any. It's depressing showing any of this shit, really. I mean, I wish I had like a channel where I was showing like how to fucking build a door or something. You know what I mean? Dude, this shit's tragic having to do all this truth shit, try to wake people up. And they're so fucking dumb. until all this suffering stops and the murdering of children and these intelligence agencies stop with the war and the fucking genocide, the world is never going to, until Israel is snuffed out, the world is never going to get better. Right? It's never going to get better because they have an agenda, a clear agenda of controlling every country via their intelligence agencies. And it's an agenda to control the world. Literally, Israel controls almost every country in the world right now. I mean, they're literally all controlled idiots. And they pretend to fight each other because they do fight each other for power below. The people in powers that shouldn't be above don't care if you assholes fight about it. Let the biggest asshole win because they're all controlled by the ones above. They don't mind about the people fighting over scraps down below. They don't care about you fighting over scraps below. They'll take whichever Clinton, whoever the fuck, Obama, Trump, Bush, they'll take whoever fucking gets in. It doesn't matter. They don't give a shit. Fight over it all you want. You're going to be ruled from the top. That's how the structure works. The control works. They control everything here. Where's my comments gone? I don't know. Let's see. I see your comments right here. Comments. What is all this shit? Yeah, I mean, imagine being around in the world when this happened. The too much electricity from below, electrocuting all the buildings and making them so hot that they started melting. And all the buildings started melting and shit. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. We're healing. They're learning. And folks, I'm a professor of meltology. I'm just simply professing that all mountains are melted buildings. And a beautiful world was wiped out recently. Too much electricity from below caused all the water to go up into a gas and then flood back down everywhere. And I have credibility because I proved it. Okay. Now, all the professors and universities and colleges around the world, these professors have no credibility. All these professors are complete, discredited, debunked, useful idiots. I debunked them all. Okay. I'm the only actual professor that's not professing complete, indoctrination. I'm professing what I discovered, independent from their findings of geology, debunking geology. Geology debunked. Skulls. What's the obsession with the skulls done? Wow. Israeli media admits arming protesters in Iran to give, again, America is the country that should be invaded for murdering women and shooting them in the face. Okay? It's not the other way around. Trump is the one that should have been arrested, not Maduro. Okay? Trump, Netanyahu. Netanyahu literally has an arrest warrant for war crimes. He literally should have been arrested by Trump. What does Trump do? He kidnaps who the pedophile told him to, instead of kidnapping the pedophile Netanyahu, proving Trump's a pedophile, and he has to be arrested for his war crimes of murdering fishermen in Venezuela and Colombia. So he has to die too. This pedophile has to die. Trump, that fucking cocksucking pedophile, has to die. And no, folks, it's really hard to believe. It's really, really hard to believe that this dude, a president, I never thought in my entire life would I ever see a United States president, not that they're dignified in any way, they're all a bunch of pedophiles, but I never thought, at least Bush and these people acted like gentlemen. Bush Sr., I mean, the dude, total nut job, pedophile, but he was controlled. You have to, when you look at it, the dude looks like he was controlled by Israel, and completely controlled. And but dude, you have, yeah, good, mine too. And you know what? You have Trump flicking people off, man. Like, that's crazy, man.
This is pretty wild.
Here's the dude that Trump diarrhea shit stained on, in a meme. It's funny as shit.
Donald Trump was just caught on camera flipping off a Ford employee who called him out for covering up the Epstein files. This employee screamed pedophile protector.
Because he is a pedophile protector. So watch this right here. And then Trump starts pointing at him, dude, like he's a mafia hitman or something, dude, and a king. Trump, I will chop your fucking head off, dude. You point at me and I'll chop your fucking finger off and shove it up your ass. If you act like this around me, you're a dead man. Pedophile protector, fuck you! You know what they did? They suspended the employee for calling out this guy when he had every right to do so. Fuck Ford. By the way, don't buy anything from Ford after this. Found on road dead, fix and repair daily. Fuck Ford. These pedophile motherfuckers, especially that CEO of Ford. Fuck that pedophile. I curse him to die today. The guy gets millions and doesn't even pay his employee enough to survive. You're cursed, dude. Until you die, dude. I'm cursing you every minute until you die.
Wow. I mean, really? You're the president of the United States. You don't have a little bit more composure?
That guy has no fucking composure or decency or dignity. He's like letting a chimpanzee walk around a dining room of a high class restaurant. He's like a chimpanzee walking around, is what Trump is. He has no dignity. He's like a chimpanzee in a dining room hall.
Public official.
That's the kind of behavior he has, of a chimpanzee. Complete fucking idiot. A complete, like a fucking,
Or ruining people's lives. You go out there in a swing state in Michigan and you expect everybody to just adore you, and you don't expect people to be angry about the Epstein.
Yeah, dude, it's like, it's insane. You don't expect people to be mad when you call out Epstein again and again, and then you lie it to our faces and say, what Epstein files? Like what kind of asshole does that, bro? Like, what kind of fucking asshole does that? Absolutely, dude. Of course. I do. It looks like whoever is doing this to us now did this to the world before us. These etheric parasites, these demons in the ether. It looks like they destroyed the world. I don't know. And they're doing it still to this day. But again, that's what it looks like. I mean, you know what I mean? And that's what the evidence shows too. And you know what I mean? Like who benefited from this? Well, who's benefiting right now? Maybe they did it. Maybe they did that too. The ones that are doing this to us now, maybe they did that too. I don't know. But that really is very logical. It's very logical. Very rational to think this way. Oh, yeah. By the way, your military and police are trained by fucking the terrorists in Israel, by the way. So if you're an IDF, by the way, is a foreign, Israeli Defense Force, whatever. You have IDF on the streets of America with masks on and ICE outfits. Yeah, these are all Israelis, all your ICE agents. And if they're not Israelis, they were trained by Israelis to be this way, these fucking pedophile motherfuckers. Oh, that's that one. And all the fires are being set by these cocksucking Israeli fucking pieces of shit in Patagonia. They've been doing that all over Canada, all over the world. All fires that are set, it's done by Israel. Again, like I said, everything bad that's happening in the world, just think Israel. If Israel didn't exist, just think happy time, happy place. Until you kill the cancerous pedophile state of Israel, you fuckers are done here. Their agenda is clear, and that's to dominate and rule you and kill you. Their agenda is clear. Everybody's an animal compared to them. Their agenda is clear. That mentality cannot exist in my world. You all have to die. Everybody in Israel has to die. Everybody has to die in Israel. It is a terrorist state that literally invaded a country called Palestine and murdered people. All these people got to die. And then they had a bunch of Russians move in. And Ukrainians and all these other people into Israel, so the Palestinians couldn't move back in. Like these fucking pieces of shit, man. Man, I tell you what, we live in a world of retards where you allow a bunch of pedophile Jew fucks in Israel to fucking destroy the world. You allow a bunch of pedophile protected pedophiles rule the world. That's what you do. That's you. That's who you are today in the world out there. You are a pedophile protecting piece of shit. All you assholes in the public out there, you love pedophiles. You love being ruled by pedophiles. You're probably a pedophile yourself. You protect pedophiles. You vote for pedophiles. You're a pedophile. You love being ruled by pedophiles. You're a pedophile. If you allow pedophiles to rule over you, you're a pedophile. Unless there's nothing you can do about it like me. If you don't fight back against the pedophiles, you're a pedophile. That's just how it is. Pick a side. Are you a pedophile or not? If you're a pedophile, vote again. Call for more voting. Call for more pedophile government. If you're a pedophile and you love pedophiles, go ahead and vote again, and vote for your pedophile Republicans and your pedophile Democrats to pedophile the world. Okay? Vote for your pedophiles to roll over the world. You fucking retards. You pieces of cursed shit. I fucking literally hate you assholes that think you have the right to tell me what to do in any way, shape, or form. As long as I'm not harming anyone, you need to shut your fucking pie hole and mind your own business and respect freedom, or die, or I'll kill you. I'll just fucking kill all of you fuckers. You can't respect freedom? Okay, I'll kill you. I have no problem killing you. If you don't want to if you want to cause harm and force people to obey you or you'll kill them, nah, I'll kill you first. That's okay. We'll kill all you fucks in government. In fact, the number one cause of death is democide, death by government. So that means if we were to stop the number one murderer in the world, we would have to stop government. Yeah, I mean, all of these fuckers are fucking, man, you're just allowing yourselves to be ruled by pedophiles, man. What in the fuck is wrong? Dude, it's like waking up in a fucking, sheesh. What kind of agenda, dude? Like the agenda you see where they harvest your emotions, which is energy and motion. These etheric parasites harvest and feed off our emotions, our negative ones. They don't get off or feed on the positive ones because then the world would be positive. Get it? And I don't know why, because it's duality, dude. There has to be bad and good. I don't fucking know, dude. What kind of agenda would this group have for us after wiping them out? Like I said, you're the cattle that gets harvested. You're the slave. I don't even know, dude. Why don't you ask them? Why don't you ask them, bro? I mean, all I see is them using us, making everybody suffer. They want a world of shit, of suffering, they want to control everything. I mean, look at what they created. They wiped out the middle class. Everybody's suffering. So they want a world of suffering. What's their agenda? Suffering, dude. Do I have to do you want crowns? I mean, shit, dude. Their agenda is suffering. They want everybody in the world to suffer. Why? I don't fucking know. But it's what they want because that's what they're getting. They're getting a world of suffering right now. Everybody I know is suffering right now. That's what they want. They're getting it. That's their agenda, suffering. Why? Maybe they feed on the fucking shit. Okay? I don't fucking know. But look around at the world. Does it look like fucking cherry fucking... I mean, give me a fucking break. What does their agenda look like, dude? I mean, what is Trump's agenda? Right? He wants to invade Greenland. He wants to invade Venezuela. That's their agenda, bro. To control everything, man. You know, their agenda is to control everything. You don't know what their fucking agenda is? I've been saying it for 10, 20 years. They can create money out of thin air. It ain't to make money. They created money, the idea of it in the first place to control us, right? I mean, you can see that. Yeah, they're fucked. Dude, they're fucked. I don't know. It's real bad. It's real bad because as far as I'm concerned, it looks like we're getting toyed with like a fucking cat plays with a mouse by these things. And it's kind of discouraging. I mean, I don't know, man. But we should be fighting back, man. Like, I don't get it, man. It is so fucking cold today, man. 44 degrees, man. At least get up into the 50s so I can goddamn fucking fix that fuel line. Finally got the part for that fuel line and I got it to go in there, but now I got to put it all back together. Man, it'd be great when I get my truck running again. Jeez, it's been fucking hell. Waiting for fucking parts and gaskets and all this shit. And then when you get them, you break another thing and you got to wait for another part, break that. It's got to get another part, fix that. Everything else keeps breaking. But I will say, after I get this, if I can get this fucker running again, it should not be fucking about for a long time. It better not fuck with me for years after this. I swear I'm gonna lose it if this thing breaks down within 5 years. It shouldn't break down for the next 5 years when I get done with this shit. But we know that's not how it works. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's hard to get motivated to do these live streams anymore. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, it's really hard to get motivated to do these. Nobody shows up. Nobody watches them. Nobody gives a fuck about me. Fuck Jerry. Fuck you. Everything I said has been, they hate me. So I don't even know why I do these. Everybody fucking hates me. Why do I even do these live streams? I don't even get it. If you fuckers hate me this fucking much, except for you epic people here, like 10, how many? Like, I only got 10 people, dude. Fuck, out of the entire world, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What's up, Bub Scott? Dude, you are the man. Appreciate you, man. Good looking out. But I mean, dude, what the fuck, man? I've been fucking saying this shit again and again, and these fuckers just hate me, man. I mean, I got banned from my own goddamn Discovery by a bunch of fucking retards. By a bunch of godtards. Told you gotta watch out for those mentally ill group of people. Again, you have Trump trying to do away with separation of church and state. What kind of mentally ill? That was put there to prevent theocracies, you jack off. Like, everything that it's insane, man. Like, how do you let a lunatic loose on the world like Trump, man? It's bizarre that this guy is not completely arrested and executed. Like, and same with Netanyahu. Like, you deserve everything you get for allowing these two people to run around. Everything that happens to the world, you deserve it for allowing these two to walk around unarrested. You deserve it. Your children dies today, you deserve it. You didn't arrest the fucking pedophile that caused it. You wonder why the world is shitty today? You didn't arrest the pedophile that's making the world shitty. Netanyahu tries to make the world shitty every day for the Palestinians. He tries to make them suffer. He tries to find a new way to make civilian children suffer that had nothing to do with what their adults did. How could they? They weren't born yet. Punishing and torturing innocent children. Netanyahu wants a world of shit. If you don't arrest him, you're going to have a world of shit because that's what he wants. Same with Trump. He wants a world of shit. If you allow him to walk around without arresting criminals, you deserve a world of shit. And you have a world of shit. The world is basically a diarrhea shit stain right now. It sucks everywhere you go. Everybody is fucking suffering. I don't know anybody who's not suffering right now other than a few pedophile billionaires. You see what I'm saying? Even the upper middle class is starting to get hurt. They're starting to feel it. These idiots that thought they were rich with $10 million, they're starting to feel it. Because they're getting attacked too. They'll be attacked. They'll find a way. Let's bring up that video. Maybe I even have that fucking video. Mr. Astrotheology. That's crazy. I had that somewhere, man, too. I had that. I actually fucking had it. Stupid shit. Let me look for it real quick. I can't believe it. It's quite annoying. Let's see, Mr. Astrotheology and Great Multiplication. That's it. Yeah. I went on Santos on the Great Multiplication. Of course, it's not going to come up, you fucking jerks. Well, let me go on his fucking website and look for it. Hold up. Hold up. Why isn't his shit coming up? Whoops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, why isn't it coming up, man? Mr. Astrotheology. There it is. Now. Whoops. Go to his channel, YouTube channel. Let's go put into search here. Let's put in Great Multiplication. Oh, that fucking pile of shit. Deleted it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I like Santos. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But, why the fuck did you take my shit, dude? Do you have to look at it under? Oops. Oops. I spelled that wrong. Yeah, man, this fucker, dude. Astrotheology, meltology. Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, I had it in my computer and it's gone. Like, it's like people come on my computer and steal videos, dude. Like, it's crazy. I don't know how the fuck these cocksuckers do it. These fucking Microsoft downloads or something, updates or something, dude. I swear, every time I do an update, my videos are gone. But yeah, that's a good video. And you know what? I could probably find it on BitChute or Odyssey. Oh, you found it. Good. It's on. Oh, it's at Window Buildings 4.0. There we go. I have it up there because fuck Santos. He don't fucking give a shit about meltology. He only gives a fuck about his mental illness because he won't wake up to meltology. He's such an asshole, dude. Fuck you, Santos, for not waking up to meltology, dude. Like a fucking child can understand this shit, dude, but you can't. That's pathetic, dude. I used to have this fucking guy on my channel too. I used to have Santos on my Subphotonic original channel with over 10,000 subscribers back in 2015 and 2016. I used to have Santos on my show, and they buried me. They didn't bury him though, huh? How come he has all these thousands of people? They buried me. Yeah, Syncretism Society, episode 37. Very good, very good. In fact, maybe we should play some of it. There it is. There it is. They should give you credits for the discovery. I agree. No shit, bro. Or yo, or could be a woman, male, female, whatever. These people handles, you can't tell people's what they are. So here, we'll play a little bit of it, right? Why not? Because why not? Look at me. Nerd alert. God damn. Nerd alert much? What the fuck? Damn, what am I doing here? Santos and Jerry will go deep down the rabbit hole to discover the Great Meltification. No, I discovered it. The worldwide grid meltdown that happened less than 600 years ago. Wow, that's good shit. That's really fucking good shit. And people still don't wake up to this, folks. I've been on shows. People don't wake up. And imagine if I could put Rogan in his place about this. Oh my God, when does it start, you cocksucking fuck? What the goddamn shit, bro?
Right, but
take back your
proper
theology. Esoteric.
in spirit
Let's watch this part in the beginning here.
Based off.
within the society.
Welcome.
So here's the
Society Virtual Academy.
well, here's Santos. There's Santos. There he is. Check out these
To
goddamn
take-
Clydesdales.
What is rightfully ours. Take what is rightfully ours.
Fucking old.
Welcome to the Syncretism Society Virtual Academy.
Welcome. Welcome to the Syncretism Society
Virtually.
Academy.
Within the Academy, we have great minds to collectively bring our alumni a staggering range of knowledge.
Based off decade after decade of quantifiable research.
Spanning from sound medicine,
yoga science,
Indian spirituality,
Medical astrology.
Wisdom to sovereignty.
Holistic health. Esoteric sciences. Astrotheology.
Acquiring these truths, dear friends.
will drive your empowerment and ability.
For proper ascension.
Take back your sovereignty.
Take back your knowledge.
Take back your freedom. Join us at the Syncretism Society Virtual Academy.
There he is.
thank you. Welcome, syncretists, lovers
On the left here is Santos Bonacci. On the right, I forgot what his name was, but he's friends, you know.
of truth. We are happy to be back with a really good guest today, and it's just
Who's that guest? Who is he talking about? Who's he talking about? Who's that guest on today? Who is he?
An honor to share with you. I've got Nick. We are happy to be back with a really good guest today, and it's just an honor to share with you. I've got Nick, as you can see, Nick Schizzano from the Academy, or Shizano,
That's Nick Shizano.
as many people call him. And we won't be doing much talking anyway, but probably next week, Nick's going to join me. We're going to do a show on aged urine. Yeah.
100%.
100%, man. We got some gems to drop. Now, interesting, we honestly did not. This shirt is the Mayan calendar. Obviously, there's Saturn, old man time. As you can see, that one's an Aztec. That's Aztec with the sun in the middle. That calendar is different to this one. So this one here, we both chose the same.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Santes, he thinks there were Aztecs and shit, right? That did this and shit. This is from the old world, right? And so it's called A Pocket of Survival from the Old World. And he's given credit to the survivor natives of the land hundreds of years later that are like, you know what I mean? Like the old world got wiped out, say 500 years ago. So like after a couple hundred years, you have survivors roaming around, and they call them, you know, Aztecs, right? And they give them the credit for all the pockets of survival in that area, like the Egyptians, right? Maybe those in the old world were called Egyptians, but the survivors of the after the event weren't Egyptians. You know what I mean? They're just growing up where there used to be Egyptians from the old world. You see what I mean? And he can't understand this shit, this concept that they were wiped out.
And color.
How? Because he doesn't talk like that. You hear how he you know.
We've also got blue, which we did not. I got a blue. I never wear blue, right? But you do.
I love blue. I
Syncretized.
And so we honestly did not syncretize.
I love blue. Blue is what I used to always wear. It's one of my favorite colors to wear, blue.
This, even though we're syncretized.
Light blue, dark blue. I don't care what color. I love blue.
We debated changing it, but we wanted to keep the authenticity.
Gee, we're real syncretists.
Yeah. Authentic.
Authentic. And we've got a real good syncretist guest, Jerry DeCamp, my very good friend, and we go back how far? Jerry, welcome. Bring him on.
Bring me on.
While he's coming, I just want to say, great job, Ricardo, on that video. I love that. Every time I hear our introductory Syncretism Academy video, I just, warm up to it more and more each time.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Yeah, well done, you and Daniel. Daniel, there is the driving force behind it, and Ricardo was the genius to produce it. So, guys, thank
You gotta be kidding me, dude. I'm doing it from living in my Suburban, dude. I'm living in my truck as a home inspector in Colorado. I'm on the mountain here. This is in Pueblo, outside of Pueblo. I leave Pueblo to live on the mountain. It's 40 minutes west of Pueblo. I live in the mountain here. That's crazy. Look at this.
Daniel and Ricardo.
Aries and Scorpio, Mars.
And here we've got the...
Here we got Jerry. Jerry's here.
Jerry. Hey, brother. I can't hear him.
Yep, Libra, yeah.
Libra, yep. How are you, brother?
Yeah. Can you... Good. Can you see and hear me okay? I apologize. I am on a mountain.
Oh, we lost Jerry.
When did I get
we've lost you.
It seems like he doesn't have good connection. He's back.
Yeah, my internet is shit here.
Jerry.
Yep, it might be your connection.
Another problem that I have, bro, is like trying to get my shit out. I'm living in a car. You know what I mean? So my technical shit is fucked up. I don't have a chance. You know what I mean?
Connection, says Ricardo, Jerry. So let's see how we go, brother.
It's not even watchable because of this goddamn bullshit with the internet.
Yeah. Is there a way? Can you hear and see me now?
Yeah, we can hear and see you loud and clear. All good now.
Okay. Sure. Sure. I missed what you said for a second there. I apologize.
Well,
what were you saying?
I was just saying that we go way back. We've done shows. We've done
Sure.
flat Earth shows. We've done Tartaria. We did one on the runes. Remember the one on the runes that I did with you?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Right. So I've done two.
It's a while back. Sure.
Yeah, that was in 2018. But you were around talking to me on Facebook in 2013, 2014. I remember that.
Yeah, way before that. Sure, we were.
And then
we were talking together for years and years, at least like 2013.
Yep.
I would by at least.
Yep. We go way back.
I would say, I think it was 2013 we started talking on Facebook, and I again would just like to thank you for so many years. I learned so much from you, brother. I really appreciate you.
I know you do. And I just want to share with the listeners how much you appreciate me. You drove from Colorado out to Miami when I was in Miami at the end of 2019 and hung out for an afternoon with me.
Sure.
Yeah. We went.
Sure. But to be fair, I was visiting my brother in Florida, in Palm Bay.
Right. Well, you still came out to see me, right? There you go.
Oh, I drove 4 hours down there and 4 hours back. I went way out of my way. I went all the way down there just to hang out with him for one afternoon. And because, what he taught me is a game changer. He taught me about the old world and the electromagnetic track that the sun is on is what he taught me, which is amazing. He taught me so much about this place, the sun, the electromagnetic. The ages, what do you call it? God, I forgot everything. The signs, Libra, all this shit. He taught all this shit which is valuable to my base knowledge in this place here and understanding of the old world.
Right.
Absolutely did. I drove all the way down to Miami and we had a great time. I had to meet you, brother, and give you a hug, and thank you personally.
Yep.
I just had to give you meet you personally, say thank you, and just hug you.
Wasn't it great? We went down to the pier there, or whatever they call it, along in Miami. It was just great. We went and got
a nice day. I picked him up in the Altima,
Cuban coffee.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it was epically.
I was pimping that day there. We went out to lunch there at some fucking restaurant. Miami. I fucking hate Miami though. I'm from Florida, so I don't,
Beautiful.
Magic Miami was. I stayed in I was staying in a 24th story.
I live in East Coast, like Cocoa Beach area, dude. To me, it's just the cat's ass for surfing. Miami, there's no waves, and again, when I grew up in Florida, I didn't give a shit if there were no waves. I don't want to be there. I mean, I'm all about just surfing. I was obsessed with surfing growing up in Cocoa Beach, Florida. That area is just obsessed with surfing. Obsessed.
I had the whole floor.
I even won surf contest back in high school. First place junior men's at Playlanda Beach.
For myself, this rich Russian millionaire woman, Paulina.
Nice.
She knew I was in Miami, but I was staying in a real different suburb, put it that way. Not so nice when I first got there. When she found out I was in town, she said, "Look, I've
picked him up. Where I picked him up, it was like what he's talking about. It was all right though.
Moved out of my 24-story Hollywood apartment, and it's free. It's 3 bedrooms. You can choose which bedroom you want. You can have the whole floor. It's all to yourself. 2 balconies.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, I stayed there for a couple of weeks. It was just magic.
Yeah, it was fantastic, brother. It was fantastic. Absolutely.
Oh, you came up.
It was just beautiful.
Did you come up and see where I was staying?
I wasn't able to see that.
No.
That was it.
Yeah. But that was great. Thanks for that. And the other guy that was with us that afternoon walking.
I did go up in there and sit with him on the couch. I don't know what I was saying there. I went inside and sat down with his friends there.
Around Miami was...
I can't remember their names. But.
Carl Kalibi, who passed away last year. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Are you kidding me? The blonde?
Yeah.
The big muscle guy?
Yeah, man. Yeah, he passed away. If you go to my channel, go
He probably took the vaccine.
back about 6 vids,
He's a healthy dude. I don't get it. I even talked to that guy before too. I think he was trying to get me to.
and you'll see he and I on People for People Radio doing a show, and that was the last time we spoke.
Oh man, I am so sorry. I don't know what happened. He sure did seem like he was in great shape. He actually called me up a few times. We almost met in Denver or something. He was going to meet me or something. But anyway, I can't believe. I don't know, how did he die?
Yeah, I didn't want to do it. I didn't just want to. I didn't do it. I didn't want to meet him, dude.
Well, you know, his sister was contacting me. She said, look, my brother was always saying they're after me. You know, they're going to get me. They're, I don't know, some kind of technology.
He didn't take the you know what, did he?
No. No.
Oh, yeah, I know. He's not into that.
No,
I know that.
Of course, yeah.
He would never be like that.
No.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
You never know. He could have got tied down.
Yep. I know. They could have. Because they.
I mean, yeah, the hospitals these days are just, if you have a car accident, they just come up and sedate you, and then you wake up on a ventilator going, what are you trying to kill me? That one guy, they tried to kill this guy, man. He was on Gareth Ike.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the ventilators, dude. Remember the ventilators, dude? They killed people with ventilators. Remember when they did that? When they murdered people with the ventilators? God damn, dude. Government is fucked up.
There you go.
Yeah, they're like, the hospitals just try to serial kill you now.
Yep.
Days.
So Jerry, I'm excited.
Yeah, dude. The hospitals try to serial kill you.
Excited about the subject for today. Meltology. This is great. I think the world needs to hear this and have a look at the evidence that you've got. It's pretty unsurmountable, I think.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I would just like to ask everybody to go to my Odyssey, BitChute, and YouTube channels, and they're all called When the Buildings Cried. It might be a 2.0 or a 3.0 or 4 or 5, because I've had so many deleted off YouTube and censored. So right now I only have 3, 4, and 5. They censored 1 and 2 and Subphotonic, and then they delete it. But I can't get into 3.0. But I'm also, I backed them up on Odyssey, and I
can't get into 3, 4, 5, the channels in YouTube that I put. They won't let me log in to control the channels anymore.
When the Buildings Cried on BitChute. So just so you can watch my documentary there's 2 versions. One with 4 parts with the music in the background, but it's a little loud. It's an honest mistake. And then I have the other version of the documentary, 13 parts without the music, and you can hear me much more clearer on that one. And so, yeah, I mean, it's full of...
But I do like the one with the music better, though. The music's cool. It's just a little loud. It's just fucking an honest mistake. I mean...
Of irrefutable, undeniable evidence.
I didn't make it, by the way. I didn't do that, by the way. My friend who edited that fucking fucked it up. Jen. Seeker 69 or whatever.
And what I deal with and talk about is not belief.
Seeker 69, she did, or somebody fucked that volume too much.
For theory, and if I do, I will say it. I'll say this is my theory, or I believe this. But other than that, I don't do belief. Okay, I either know or I don't know. Happy to say I don't know. We'll wait till I get more info. So when I'm talking about what I discovered and I backed it up, and it's proven in my documentary with about 6 hours of nonstop evidence, compilations, if you will, of proof that there was a mind-boggling, mind-blowing, amazing world here before us.
Yeah.
Like, you can't believe it. I can't even begin to explain how glorious this world was that I discovered, and that was here before us. You cannot believe it. Okay. It was incredible.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. There was a highly advanced civilization here, clearly established for thousands of years. They had ages, like you see what they had ages, and you can see they were established, and they were just here for thousands of years and established, and not millions, but and then we see clear evidence of a serious cataclysmic event that is very recent, because that's what the evidence says.
Yep.
That and this could be 300 years ago that they just got wiped out, folks. And everything we think is ancient, and we're like, oh, they knew what they were talking about. That's because it was a highly advanced civilization, modern day world, and they just got wiped out 300 years ago. Of course, they knew everything. We knew everything back then. So you see all this evidence of an event. And here's the thing: I debunk geology. What do you mean? Well, there's no such thing as natural mountains, man, or rocks and sand and all that. Well, they're melted buildings, man. And the bricks were altered by this event. It looks to me like they were, there were no natural mountains. You're not on a ball flying through space. The sun didn't poop Earth, folks. Okay,
Yep.
Okay. You're in a torus field, an electromagnetic, holographic, collective mind.
Dielectric plane of inertia.
Okay, and so
we live on the dielectric plane of inertia, you fucking retards of a fucking field.
What you're seeing here is an old world clearly based on pleasing to the eye.
Like Tesla says, we live in a Tesla coil.
I mean, when I look at what this old world, like it like the Great Wall of China, right? We know it has nothing to do with China. It's from the old world, right?
That's right.
Like it's 5,000 miles long. Okay.
For sure.
It's
Tatari.
over 5,000 miles long. And the pyramids and this and that. Okay. The old world, you could travel the whole world. You could go around the whole world on top of buildings. They had walkways like that. Okay. Yep. On top of buildings, you could travel. They were all connected. The buildings were like components on a circuit board. Like a cathedral is really like a cathode. They had free energy, clearly harnessing this free energy with the buildings connected to the grid and below, like a circuit board. We see evidence over and over again, overwhelming evidence of an event, of a great meltdown, of too much electricity coming from below the ground. Ground is a slang. It's electricity. Everything here is electricity, electrical, electromagnetic. So that's why it's called a ground, because it's like electricity. I was an electrician in the Navy. So you have this major meltdown, all these buildings getting melted down, and the brick and getting altered, and temperature dictates states of matter. So I don't care what it is, you get it hot enough, it's going to melt, and it's going to start to flow because of laws of density and buoyancy. It's going to flow because it's heavier than the air. So like I'm going to show you how rocks and mountains are really created. Earth looks like a melted circuit board. There's no such thing as mountains, continents, or islands. They're all melted buildings that remained above the floodwater. It looks like they had water contained, huge amounts of water contained in these dams that after a certain amount of a meltdown, they spilt out. And because we are in a container, we have to be in a container because of the intense amount of high pressure systems and low pressure systems. I mean, so intense that it would be like a submarine below. You can't open and close the door. You're in a container, 3-6 guaranteed, because the low pressure systems, they're pressing on something. You see, a container, because we have to be in a container. So we have this like event, right? Clear event, like it looks like happened 300 years ago, of all these buildings melting from the bottom, and then when they do it, they look like rocks. The bricks they look like, when they get melted, they're rocks now. I'll show you and prove it to you with evidence. Let me just show you some of my documentary,
Nice. This is going to blow your minds, guys. This is going to blow your minds. The evidence that Cherry has amassed here is incredible, and especially the Antarctic pictures that you showed the other in one of your
Yes.
docs, please.
Okay. Oh, yes, the crystallized. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Antarctica.
let me. I'm not sure how to share screen. I'm going to ask to share screen here.
Ricardo,
Yeah, he's available to share.
you can share. Hit the share button.
Share screen. Okay, it says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Host disabled participant screen sharing.
That's what it says.
He's going to try
Check out that fucking white beard I got going, dude. That's hardcore.
something else.
Try now.
Try now.
Dude, that goatee's hardcore.
I got it. Okay.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Can you see that, you guys?
Yep.
You're looking at.
So look what happened to the brick in the walls here from the fucking electricity and heat. The bricks just start deforming, changing colors. It cooks out the carbon from a dark carbon, dark and black, to a white, light carbon.
Looking at a red brick wall.
Yep.
Okay, can you see the red brick wall? You see how I'm circling the damaged red brick?
Yep.
This event damaged the red brick, and it altered and deformed, expanded out, and cooked the red brick, cooked the color out, and then it turned it into what you think is a rock. There it is again. But wait, there's more. You haven't seen anything yet. I gotta work it in here. And here's the brick that got altered and damaged, and they got deformed and cooked bigger into blocks.
Yeah.
In the middle there of all the red brick there in the middle, just completely.
Literally, these bricks have been cooked into blocks. See how they're bigger now? I mean, look, it's incredible evidence.
Damaged by this.
This looks like a fire. Chimney. Looks like a chimney.
X Factor event. We call it the X Factor event. We don't know what caused the overload of too much electricity, too much power.
But look at the bricks bouncing right out of the bricks are literally expanding out of the fucking wall, man. Like, you gotta be kidding me if you can't see the evidence.
Power, which electricity means heat. If you're gonna have too much electricity and power, it creates heat.
Yeah.
Look at the damage here. You got the brick, right? It's made out of brick. The entire building here is made out of brick. And then the bottom half, they put these concrete molds over the brick. What they did is they drilled a hole, and they would take concrete and they would take a piece of rhubarb, stick it in the concrete, put concrete in the hole, stick it in there, let it dry, and then they place these concrete molds right over the brick. And that all melted too. It melted the stairs, it melted the brick, and it melted the concrete molds that they use to decorate over the brick.
There's damaged red brick here. I don't know why.
I mean, look at half of the wall here has been completely altered from brick into what the retards think is a natural cobblestone.
Most of the time it's pretty horizontal damage, and it stops at a certain level. Here it's going up at an angle.
Yeah, that's really bizarre. You hardly see this angle. Usually it's all at the bottom. Usually just this is cool right here. This is
the only one I've ever seen.
Like, this is wild. Like, look at these bricks, man. Like, look what happened to the bricks, man. Like, you imagine how much heat and electricity it would take to make bricks pop out of the wall like this. Like, this is some weird physics shit. This is like the Philadelphia experiment, dude, and shit. You know what I mean? With dimensions and shit. Who knows?
Seen? Well, I mean, you don't see them much like this. Just
like dimensional shit, dude. The way these bricks are popping out, dude, that's crazy.
They come up the bottom, and it's really pretty level, for horizontal damage. And here you have all the brick damage up there, the brick lines. Those are brick lines, very horizontal, symmetrical lines because they're bricks. Let me get to the good stuff. Here we go. Okay, you're seeing damaged red brick. Always try to be able to distinguish the brick from the mortar.
Yep.
Here you have bricks. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like they're just trying to pop out of the wall. All right, it'll come back to that hopefully. The bricks just expanded out, lost color.
That was all brick.
Here at the
Again, you have to understand that was a perfect brick building. The bricks and mortar were perfection. Look what happened to it.
bottom, that was all perfect red.
Look what happened to the bottom left. The bottom left of this building. Look what happened to the bottom left of this entire building here. Completely damaged by a surge of electrical power, altering the bricks.
Brick with the arch there, and it stops right there. You can see it was red brick, but then all that red brick has been mangled, cooked into what they think are like cobblestones, and hold on, let me get to this.
All that was melted. Wherever you see sand in a beach in a desert, that was all liquid melted brick. It was brick that was so heated up it became a soup that flowed like water and flooded things. And then when it cooled off, it's all that's left is ash. What you think is sand, soil, the beach. Soil, you have sand and the beach is really, really cooked. Now you have soil that is not so cooked. It's the red brick that didn't get cooked as much. It's still darker. It still has a lot of carbon in it, and plants love it. Plants love it. But Jerry, what do you mean there was no soil in the old world? I mean, what do you mean it's just where that came from? And yeah, what about plants? How are they gonna live without soil? They don't. They can grow anywhere, on a street, side of a building. Use your brain. You've been tricked. They've just been using soil because it's convenient.
All right, what happened to my hold on, I gotta get.
Look at that.
Okay, so here it's like Hutchinson effect.
Look at that, dude. It's like a Hutchinson effect, dude. Look at these bricks. They're literally coming out of the wall. It's like Philadelphia experiment shit right here, man. Like in the Philadelphia experiment, dude. Like they had things that would get stuck in the walls, dude. Shit was getting, you know what I mean? Holy shit. Like there was
I mean, these bricks are just trying to jump out of the wall. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. Look at these bricks. They're just jumping out of the wall. Yeah. It's insane. And then, but it's only one wall, okay? The other wall is fine. It's perfect red brick.
How does conventional
on that side?
How does conventional secular thinking justify this? How do they just explain it?
I would like to know. I would love to hear a geologist explain this right here. The side of the wall on the right of the building is untouched. You see the red brick is not distorted or deformed in any manner yet. But right here on this side here, this left side here, the brick is completely mangled. It's like a surge of electricity went straight up that wall right there.
I would love to know. Hey, I would love to know, Santa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let me get to the balloon rocks. Wait till you see this. Look, they're just jumping out of the wall. I mean, this phenomenon.
Watching this video is really making me miss Santos a lot, man. Damn, dude. Shout out to Santos. I hope he's doing okay.
It's incredible. I have 6 hours of this incredible evidence like this. And at the end, you'll see building after building with water coming out the tops, folks.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you 100 billions with water still coming out the top.
I mean, what in the fuck takes a perfect brick line and curves it down 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of bricks downward? What makes brick do that, man? And then it cooks it, it discolors it. It cooks out the red color and lightens up the color. That is mind-boggling. It's like the Hutchinson effect, this electricity shit.
Irrigation systems are still pumping water from all the way down in the water table, all the way up thousands of feet up high and spitting water out and just coming out the tops. What is going on here? Look at the Hutchinson effect. I mean, the brick is trying to, on the right here, the brick's trying to jump out the wall.
Yep.
You got 1, 2, 3 of them.
This right here is mind-boggling, dude. This is fucking, I forgot about this. Like, are you kidding me, man? Like, how do the retards, the mainstream narrative retards explain this? Oh, I don't even want to hear it because it'll be some mentally ill shit. Again, I can tell you, I can find this melting of red bricks all over the world. There's not one building from the old world that doesn't have a melted red brick on it. Not one. Worldwide event, same time, same damage worldwide. Exact same damage, worldwide damage.
Flying out of the wall. Amazing. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. Go. Here we go. This is how your rocks are getting formed here. Again, you see the rock, see how it's deforming the brick, cooks color out, expands it out, thins it out too, by the way. Some of these rocks will absolutely float, man. It thins them out.
Yeah. By the way, it'll take a brick and it'll expand it like a balloon. The concrete, when it was soft and hot from being so hot, it's more malleable. And, that's why you got balloon rocks. But some of these rocks, right, that get bricks that get turned into rocks are so cooked out and spread out that they're so light that they become buoyant, lighter than the water, and they float. That's why you have huge crystallized buildings that are floating around and they think they're icebergs, man. They're buildings. You have entire buildings that have been crystallized that are floating, man. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding, man. I can prove it. I'll probably show it in this.
Out so much. And again, I'm looking for my for the balloon rocks. I thought I showed this, didn't I? Here, let me find the balloon rocks. Okay, so and you see right here, see right here, see these people walking up here, down here. It's melted buildings, man. You see the arch, red brick, everything is melted buildings. Everything everybody's walking on, it's all melted buildings, and they don't even know it.
Yep.
It's crazy. Okay. Here we go. Let this play here a little bit. Now, this was a perfect red brick building, and you can see how it got damaged here and mangled the brick. And you'll see little pockets of survival red brick everywhere. That column there, for example, around the window, arches, usually it's cooler. The brick survived. But look what happened to the other brick. It looks like what you think are rocks, natural rocks, but they're not. I have to find my balloon rocks. It's coming up. That
one got hot.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to go that fast. See right here, underneath it, you have red brick, and then they put these really cool looking concrete molds over the brick, right? And but here they got melted off, and you can see the red brick underneath, and they're all melted and damaged and heat damage. You can see it.
Yeah.
And then here you can see some of the red brick that survived around the window here. Then some of the brick survived here. Some survived there. All that brick is gone. It's gone. It's all gone. It's all gone. That's all gone. Here, they're cooked to ash. Again, dirt, sand, soil. What you think is natural Mother Earth, it's building ash. Sorry.
You know what this?
It's not a mud flood.
You know what this makes me think of? Some kind of an Atlantean cataclysm, technological warfare disaster, like something like what we see. The aftermath.
Here's what I always think about it, Santo.
Yep.
I always go, who benefited, right? Mm-hmm. So, for example, right now, who's benefiting, right? Stop. who's benefiting right now? Well, these etheric parasites that seem to be feeding off negative energy. They want that everything's set up to be so negative, and so everybody's got to be suffering.
Yeah, they got to they're feeding on our suffering, clearly, because that's the world they want.
All the time, and they got to trick you, and it's like a child the way they have to trick you. It's crazy. And so it's just everything is so ridiculous.
It's like the pictures of Lebanon in the 60s, then Lebanon in the 70s bombed, like Gaza in the 80s, and then in the 90s bombed, like Iraq before
thanks,
and
America.
after. You know,
thanks, government.
Yeah, you got the pictures of Iraq before and after America bombed them. Lebanon before and after America bombed them. You know, Yemen, Libya, everywhere.
That's what it is.
So, yeah, I mean, shit, I forgot how to say it. But right here you can see like the brick is normally you have horizontal brick lines, right? Symmetrical.
Yeah, you literally have brick lines that are absolutely just getting distorted here, and the heat is starting to bubble the bricks up. The heat, it's distorting the brick lines, the symmetry, the you know.
Perfect. Look what happened to the brick here. It's going crazy from this event, this overload. And oh yeah, what I was saying is about look who benefits. Well, before you look at the old world, the way we had it set up is like eye candy. It was beautiful buildings everywhere. It was gorgeous. It was like you could travel. It was just amazing. They could have had levitation cities.
It was like you see a lot of amusement parks from the old world. They were like really into amusing themselves and entertainment and having a good time. It was like set up like a world fair.
Down and easily and looking down on the eye candy and but now you look at it and it's all about control.
I mean, again, it looks to me like in the old world they had these levitation cities that were looking down, and what they would do is they would make their city look cool from above, so when you looked up it looked cool, and on the other hand the people below would make their cities look good from looking above, and so when you looked down it was like eye candy, and when you looked up it was like eye candy.
Oh, you got to wear this and you got to do that, and it's all set up about control. These parasites are obsessed with control, and all these psychopaths, they you know, they're under control by these things. They have to be. Something has to be feeding on all this negative energy.
Yep.
And so you have these negative parasites, and they want everything suffering. That when you could plant unlimited free food right now, you have unlimited supply of food right now. They're called seeds. Yep. Okay. And you can have that. Everybody can have unlimited food. So everything is false scarcity. Everything. It's always false. So they round it up and control it. And so
yeah, never ever let them tell you that, oh, you're gonna run out of food. You have what are called seeds. It's technology. It preserves vegetables and fruits. It preserves them for thousands of years. According to, you know what I mean? I can't know that because I hadn't been alive until, but it stands to reason. And all my life, I've had seeds, and you know, like cannabis seeds. I've had them for decades, and they grow like crazy, you know. And so like you can never run out of food, because every year spring comes along and you have seeds to plant new food. Every year you have to plant these seeds, and that's your job to do. It's a responsibility if you want to eat, but you can make as much as you want, unless they're spraying chemicals on it and making rules and laws and telling you can't grow food in your own fucking land, because only they're allowed to.
Everything's so controlled.
Yep.
Now, and it's just, so I would say that we were having a good time. We're coming in a ride. In my view, that it's like a ride. It's just an experience, and the Jerry Camp experience, and it's like it's an experience. And so it was all about pleasure and entertainment. You can see how it's.
I'm having the Jerry DeCamp experience, just like Jimi Hendrix experience, who Joe Rogan stole that from.
Set up back then. Now it's all about control. I mean, it's like obsessed with control, man. I mean, government, corporations, Pfizer, a habitual offender criminal that suppresses, adverse trial results. I mean, it just goes on and on. The world, look who benefited. They probably did it. That's what I think. I always look who benefited. Whoever is benefiting right now is probably who over electrified the grid or something. I don't know. Maybe it was a war. I don't know. It's hard to know.
Maybe they had a war. You know what I mean? They could have warred. It could have been a war too, but I don't know. They could have caused the war, right? I don't know.
You know what I mean?
See things, and that's what it kind of looks. That's what it looks like.
We don't have all the info, and it's tough. It makes it tough. So I can't go into fantasy or belief or assumption. I just don't know. And when I get more info, we'll know. But there's some things that if you told me, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
So yeah. Here you have the brick being altered into what people think are natural rocks. Boom!
Mm-hmm.
This is how you get these big, fat balloon rocks. These are what I vernacularly termed balloon rocks. These are balloon rocks. Why, Jerry? Because you have a perfect red brick wall, but at the bottom, it always seems to get hotter at the bottom. Okay, it's coming from the bottom. This electricity, and with it, heat. And so what it does is it starts cooking these bricks together, man. They start heating up and melting. And when they start getting viscous enough, that heat takes advantage of that viscosity, if you will. And it tries to expand. So you get this.
I mean, I got to say, I do one hell of a good job explaining this. I'm not even correcting myself at all.
Ballooning. It's trying to press out what it melted together before. And when it cools off, boom, cools back down. It's a rock. But these were all red bricks.
I feel like this poor guy Nick here, he's dying of boredom, dude. He has no clue what's going on. I feel like I'm boring the shit out of this guy. Look at him.
All of these are.
It looks like he's gonna die of boredomness. Sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Red bricks. But I can go on and on. I have.
Hey, I'm sorry that the truth is boring.
Hours of compilation evidences to show.
It would
Here's what they call the Great Wall of China, but it's melted buildings from the old world.
It would be interesting to
They
chip
were all
into one of
connected
those.
at the top, so you could walk.
Jerry, will you let?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Let Santos talk, will you, dude?
It'd be interesting to chip into one of those balloon rocks
Nick.
and take note of its consistency.
Oh yeah. Well, what happens is these things are a lot less dense, if you will. Okay,
Right.
and they're spread out enough. Some of these things will float, man. You can't believe it. I'm not kidding.
There you go.
And let's get to that. And because
Wow, I really caught on to that, dude. Damn, dude, I appreciate that.
because of that, they think some of these things are glaciers. I was talking with Richard Lopez about this, and we were showing these buildings.
Richard Lopez, dude. What the fuck? I forgot all about this. That guy's still around?
That are closer to the dome got not only melted.
I was on Richard Lopez's show talking about this shit. Richard Lopez?
But they went crystal. Okay, they got crystallized. It's crazy. We can show the pics. I can show those now, if you want. But the point is, some of these things can float. They're floating, man. They're not glaciers. They think these things are ice out there, and it's crystallized buildings. So let me show you this.
Oh, man, this is my teeth are starting to get real bad here.
You're gonna freak when you see this. Share screen. It didn't share it. Did it share it?
Yeah.
Yep. There it is.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
All right, take a really good
Did
look
you hear
at this. This
Santos? Did you hear Santos?
is not
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Yeah.
Yep. There it is.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
All right, take a really good look at this. This is
Check out this crystallized building. You can see all the columns of the building, column after column. You can see the arch that separates them, the roof. That's a crystallized building, folks.
not ice that's gonna
But guess what? We have thousands of them to show you.
melt. This is crystallized red brick buildings that got they got cooked into rock and melted, and then it went crystal. Look at all these symmetrical columns.
I like that.
This is not a glacier. This is a crystallized building. Look at the columns. Look at the arches.
Yep. There's no doubt about that. Absolutely none.
Did you hear Santos? Listen to Santos. There is no doubt that these are columns on a building.
Doesn't do that stuff. It does not do that. That's the work of absolutely none. Nature doesn't do that stuff. It does not do that.
Nature doesn't do that stuff. It does not do that. You see? There you go.
That's
He thinks there's nature.
the work of architectures.
There are the physics of the world we live in. There are physics. If you want to call physics nature and personify just laws of the whatever.
Designers,
that's a building
sculptors,
right there. And
engineers.
maybe I can put that over here so I can turn it. There we go. Okay, let me just keep going here. There's an arch. Building sank downward. There's an arch. There's a building sank downward. There's an arch. Is this in the way? I'm sorry if that's in the way.
Yep.
There's a building crystallized. Look at these people there. Again, some of these things floating. It's because they crystallized. They got so thin, they're buoyant. Okay.
Yep.
They're so spread out and cooked out. They're buoyant. All right, look at the brick lines here. I just showed you brick.
They're fucking buoyant over here. Look at the top brick lines. You can still see the brick lines at the top of these buildings. Look how squared away these buildings are.
Lines
because that's how buildings are.
Before, you can still see them in these crystals here. Look how brick-liney they are and flat at the top. You could take a straight edge to the top of these things. An angle. You could take a 90-degree one of those things.
Yep. That's a fortress, man. And you can see a sphinx type looking thing above. Did you see that? Overlooking the whole, it looked like a sphinx. I could see the face of a lion. Did you see that? Overlooking the whole, and you can see a
yeah, there it is. Hold up.
A 90-degree one of those things.
Yep. That's a fortress, man. And you can see a sphinx type looking thing above. Did you see that? Overlooking the whole, it looked like a sphinx. I could see the face of a lion. Look at that, man. This thing in the middle,
amazing.
Right on top of it.
Yeah.
That looks like a sphinx.
It is.
Yeah. And you know, I've seen many melted buildings that there was guaranteed it was a sphinx. It was guaranteed, man. You know what I mean? You can tell. There's no doubt in your mind that this thing was made to look like a sphinx. The building was.
Well, what makes me wonder, you know, you see pictures of when they went to Egypt, Napoleon and his men, and or someone prior to them, I think it was, and they had to dig the sand out from around it. It was covered in sand. Now, that didn't happen over time, man. That was the war. That was the big war, man.
Folks, let me explain something. When you look at North Africa and when you look at beaches that you think are beaches around continents, it got hot around the bottom of the buildings and it melted them and liquefied them the most. And in the North Africa area, that to me, if you look at it, that looks like out of this event, that was the hottest part of the plane. It got all liquefied there. And when it cooled off, it's just ash. I mean, it's such fine grains of sand. There is nothing left that it won't even hold any moisture. You can't have a rain cycle above there because there's nothing to hold moisture below. You see?
Yep.
And it's because it's ash. It's building ash.
You hear that? That's how the rain cycle works. That's why their deserts don't have any rain over them, because normal areas have trees, and where trees don't like to grow in ash. They like the bricks that hasn't been so cooked up. It's got a lot of carbon left in it. So they don't like to grow in ash in a desert. They like to grow in the darker cooked ash that's not been so cooked up like the desert so thoroughly. And so when that happens is if there's no plants to collect moisture out of the air, because that's what they do, and then they give it back off to rise above, to fall back into down on themselves in a liquid. It's a rain cycle. So if you have moisture, when it warms up enough, it rises, and then when it cools off, it rains. That's how the rain cycle works. Moisture rises in that area, and it rains right back down. That's why you have rainforests. There's a lot of trees and plants, and these collect moisture, and that moisture will rise, and it will fall right back down on themselves, raining into a liquid with temperature changes. Temperature dictates states of matter. Remember, if it's really cold, water will solidify into ice. If it's really hot, it'll turn into a vapor gas and rise. It will fucking rise. Hot air rises, okay? Hot air rises.
It was red brick concrete ash, man. And look at these. This got turned to actually crystals here.
Yep.
I hope you guys can see these brick lines here.
Yep. Those are brick lines.
Yeah. Look at the top of that.
Arches. Look at the tower here. Towers to the domes. But I got more stuff I would like, if I could just show a couple. Oh, look. Now, this is epic right here. This one here is like a hybrid evidence. It still looks kind of rocky and melted rock arches building, but it was starting to go crystal.
Yep.
That's starting to crystallize right there, clearly.
Starting to go crystal, folks. It's a done deal. That was about to go crystal.
With a little bit of more heat and electricity, that would have gone crystal like the
Torresfield.
Yep.
Melted buildings that remained above the flood water. Look how melted this is. The evidence is everywhere. Look what melts this like that.
That building
melted.
Right. The entire building.
Now this is the most epic evidence ever. Okay, why? Because you have a building here, and then you see that other buildings melted and flooded over it and submerged.
Literally, this building is getting flooded by other buildings melting over it. Like you see how this was flowing. It literally solidified and froze how it was flowing. It's amazing evidence.
And flowed around it. And then the red brick concrete liquid melted building cooled off, hardened back up like a rock, because that's what it was, a red brick and concrete rock, and like mortar too. I mean, look at mortar. So you have all these buildings melting and flowing around other buildings and submerging them. Most of the time, it'll cover this right up, right? And you'll see the rocks and you'll think, look, oh, the sun pooped earth. Ew, it's a rock. Gaga goo goo. No, it's a melted building flood, folks. And it's not a mud flood, because otherwise, where'd all the mud come from? Come on, man. What happened is these buildings got hot. I don't care what it is. If you get it hot enough here, it's going to melt and it will begin to flow and flood itself. And you have all these buildings, man, different levels of heat damage of them, mixing and intermixing and flowing and flooding other buildings and submerging them. And you don't even see what's underneath anymore. Look at this. I can show you, this is all over the world. There's melted stairs like this, folks, all over the world. Here you have the melted building, right? You have the melted building, liquid red brick concrete flowing, and you have evidence of people driving over it when it's still soft, trying to get the hell out of there. Look at that. You see it?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, it's a memorial. Hey, their damage control instant for everything like gravity is it's a memorial. You know what I mean, Santos? Okay, check it out. The building literally melted around the boat ship. Okay, the building melted around this.
Yeah.
They had that type of ship
That's right.
technology back then. It's pretty similar to now.
Sure, back
Yeah.
in the old world, it was
Where
a
do
high.
you think the one, dude? Where do you think they got them from? These look similar to now because they came first. The ones now look like them. The reason the ones that we have now look like them, they do now, is because of them.
highly advanced civilization established here for thousands of years. They had ages.
Yep.
They had ages. Everything you got from that you think is ancient is really from a modern day society in the old world that just was popping 300 years ago here.
Yeah.
And they knew it.
They are constantly asking you to subscribe, dude. What program is that? Or what are they?
All their shit. Boom, evidence. It's called evidence. Evidence that this was hot and viscous. And if you touched it, it was viscous. You know?
Yeah.
These are some good pictures.
Oneness, individuality. Sorry about that. Now, holy smoke, folks. Are you ready? Do you know what's going on here, folks? You got a red brick wall. The whole thing was perfect red brick and mortar. And on the left, the red brick got cooked. The color got cooked out of it. It's right next to the other brick. It only went this far. I can't tell you why. I don't care. But I can tell you that was red brick and it got damaged and it got spread out. The color got cooked out. But I can still distinguish the brick from the mortar to this day.
Yep.
On the left, we have cities. On the left, city. On the right, circuit board. On the left, city. On the right, circuit board. You're looking at the old world.
That's it.
On the left, it was the electric city, folks.
Yep.
It was the electric city, and it was eye candy. You're like, what do you mean? There's no beautiful.
The word electricity, the etymology of electricity is electric city. Okay?
Melted building mountains everywhere to look at with water. Look, it was eye candy, man. Let me tell you, they knew what they were doing, and then they did it. They decorated everything that you could touch. I mean, they were obsessed. It's like they lived forever.
Wow.
You know?
Hey, I used to laugh when my ex-Japanese wife used to call electricity.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, don't they still call Pennsylvania the electric city, or that show The Office? Anyway, that show The Office, it's in Pennsylvania. They called it. I heard them. They were like calling it the electric city.
Electric
I'm like,
city.
yeah, electricity, yeah. Wait till you see what I can show you here. Now, here you have red brick that's been cooked, the color cooked out, and they've been expanded. And then you have red brick. Look, everything.
Look, you can literally see like a flood of liquid, hot, melted building flowing like lava, but there's no volcanoes. It's hot, liquid, melted building. And it's covering up this building down here. And they make a street and pave it and wonder, why it caves in later.
You're walking on is melted buildings. Look at it. Look, that's melted buildings. You see brick and arches. Everything you're walking on everywhere is melted buildings, folks.
Yeah.
It is.
Look at that. Look, now what you see here is this building here with the arches and red brick and the arches that are still there to this day.
See how all of this got melt flooded to the point you can't, if this wasn't exposed right now, all you would see is grass. And so normally when you go outside and see a building like this, understand that when you see grass, there's probably a buildings under there, just like this building here with the arches. Understand that they've been melt flooded understand that when you see grass going up the side of a wall and it's not level, it was melt flooded.
You know, the buildings were melting around this thing that was liquid hot. It was flowing around it, did not liquefy this. It remained solid. But when it cooled off, this is just ash, cooked to fine grains of sand, ash, and everybody's none the wiser. Look, they're living right on top of these things. You know, none the wiser. Boom! Towers to the domes, my brother. To this day, red shift, blue shift, violet, electricity. Look at it. It's the same exact color as lightning.
Mm-hmm.
You have what looks like to be one of these buildings still intact. I have a video of this in my documentary, folks. And all those sounds that you hear around the world, they're like, what are these sounds? It's the sound of electricity.
Yeah, it is.
Again, here's the stunts they try to pull. Post office built in 1885. Nonsense. Population census 2,700 people. So they built this. Amazing with their donkeys and all that. And because they had red brick factories everywhere, they built that for 2,700 people. But down here in 2009, population 233,000. They built this crap. Look at this crap hole in the ground. Look at this thing. It's a joke. They never built that for a post office. It was there. It was inherited. It survived. We call it a pocket of survival from the old world. The biggest cities that you think today, it's because they were the biggest pockets of survival from the old world from this
Exactly.
event. Yes, yeah. And they had to make up like stuff like gold rushes and all kinds of crap.
Yep.
Empires and they had to make up all kinds of stuff to try to account for all the infrastructure that's everywhere. You're talking 5,000 miles of walkway, the Great Wall of China, man. 5,000 miles? Do you understand the enormity of the civilization that was here before us? It was like we're nothing, man. Like we're dwarfs us. Like we're a joke. When they talk overpopulation, you're like, holy, are you kidding me? They had quadrillions and quadrillions of beings jam-packed all up in here, and they all had to die. They're gone.
Yep. Trillions, not billions.
Yeah, no.
I would say quadrillion.
There was easily quadrillions of beings here. Like, I mean, it's insane how it is when you think about it. There were so many beings here at one time, right before they got wiped out. I can't believe it, man. You can't believe. Like, if you think it's overpopulated now, dude, it was like wall to wall.
The amount of buildings I've seen, Santos, you can't believe it. You can't believe it. Everywhere you look, that's water. That's water. That water was supposed to be contained in a dam. They were moving around huge amounts of water. Listen, high tide and low tide is technology from the old world, but still working to this day.
Yep.
In fact, I can show you irrigation. Boom. What do we call this? Meltology and evidence. Look at the evidence of the melting here. Do you think it was hot? Do you think the electricity brought a lot of heat there? Yeah. Look at the floor here. It's popping up from the heat. I call that popcorn blocking and expanding out. It thins them out and they can float even. It's so thin. But look, the whole floor is popping out here over there.
Yep.
Look, the stairs literally melted. Look how they melted here. They literally turned from a solid into a liquid and began to flow. Things flow down if they're heavier than the air. Down.
Yep. Frequency war.
What happened to the building? Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look, all the evidence.
Yeah, he says frequency war, but yeah, I mean, clearly the electricity was coming from below, though. So like maybe that's what you can mean by frequency war. I mean, that's what we're seeing. We're not seeing anything through the air. We're seeing hard electricity from the bottom. So I mean, it's not technically a frequency war.
Evidence shows that from the bottom, the heat worked its way up. Look, it worked its way up from the bottom. Look, it worked its way up from the bottom, and then it just stops like somebody pulled a circuit breaker.
Yeah, I can just see the
Instantaneous.
electricity.
Well, I was an electrician in the Navy. Never again volunteer yourself, criminals. But I was stupid, and I learned all about this. You see this heat damage is coming from the heat from the electricity coming surging from the bottom.
Yeah,
Here you have red brick in the column.
It's really ironic that I learned how to be an electrician in the Navy. I mean, I went to a 21-week long school.
Columns of the windows and arches still intact to this day, still red, but that shows you what the rest of it was red brick.
Why red brick? Why red?
It seemed like it had to be red brick for some reason. It seems like they're very conductive and heat for sure.
For higher content of iron, maybe, eh? And
Carbon, yeah.
conductivity.
Yes, exactly. God damn.
For electricity, magnetism.
But I can tell you, Santos, it had to be red brick. They were obsessed with it, man. I don't know why. It ain't me, dude. I'm not the one. They want the red brick, not me, bro. I could care less. It's what I find.
You were saying they had
on the left side, it came up from the bottom, but on the right side, it didn't come up all the way, the damage.
Right.
You were saying
now this is amazing.
The ocean water was contained in an area?
Folks, I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
You were saying it was just really fascinating. You blazed right through it because you've got so much to say. But you'd mentioned something about the ocean water was contained, and then that.
Yeah, that was all contained. It looks like they had perfect waterways. Like in the beginning, what they think was Mount Murrah or whatever, the Meru, that's a melted building, and they had 4 riverways and all that. They had everything was like eye candy. I told you, it was set up like Disney World, man. I told you there was not one thing out of place. These buildings were amazing, and they had like you could imagine, you could walk the whole world and not have to go to ground zero. On top of buildings.
I know.
You can imagine they had a train with different inner circles that circled all the time on different inner circles, and everything was connected by that, and it was an amazing world, and just so many buildings, and they're so big, and like you think.
Yeah, it almost looks like they had a train going around 360 degrees around the world nonstop, and then another one in the inner loop nonstop that would go around the world. Like you could, like for transportation, you know what I mean, to travel the world. And then you had an intersection, you have a circle, and then imagine drawing a line right through the circle one way and a line through the circle another way, like a cross. And they had crossroads within the circles, and everything was connected via the crossroads and the circles. You could travel anywhere all the time with ease. The way it was set up was fucking genius, man. Like, it's genius. This is a melted building, and all that's left as far as the solidity is the square-shaped room.
Think that it's overpopulated now? You must be retarded. You should see how many buildings and people and beings that were here. And like these beings, man, let me tell you, some of the vessels were outlandish. I mean, no holes barred. Now, what you're looking at here, thankfully, this is the most amazing evidence to try to explain to people what happened. You have a building that has actually absolutely been turned into mush, liquefied. It was so hot that this thing began to sink and just form into just one blob. And when they cool up, it's like ash, it's like, it's so fine grained sand ash. You would never know this, but look how it's popcorn blocking right here. That is amazing. You would never know this was a building if it weren't for these absolutely square rooms that you can see with perfection. And then,
just for
you want me to go back, brother?
No, just for the listeners, let's start doing calls in about 10 minutes at the top of the hour, right? So if you can just hang on a bit more. And Jerry, we just want to talk about the academy, folks.
Yeah, do what you do.
Okay. Share this video, subscribe, share the link with your friends, and join the virtual academy, because we've got great lecturers there. If if Jerry wants to, put some content on there and be an instructor in the academy, he is more than welcome. So this is.
Oh, bless you, brother. Bless you.
Yeah, this is the sort of stuff that we're going to have. So, folks, help us out and bless the world by making Syncretism Virtual Academy a household name.
Please
All
donate,
right,
folks. help out syncretism. Let's do this, folks. Come on.
And also remember, folks, I did speak last week about the relocation services that we have, right? So a lot of people are wanting to get out of their countries and what have you and relocate to a beautiful paradise like Mexico. It's been fantastic. Tomorrow I'm going to have my 2-year anniversary party and everybody here is coming. We're having vegan pizzas and empanadas. So, yeah, there'll be about 15, 20 people.
All righty then. What's up? So that was a good, what do you call a flashback, time capsule? Don't you love that time capsule videos? Did you guys enjoy that at all? The time capsule? I thought I enjoyed that. I thought that was great. Shit, I forgot a lot of that shit. I don't know how, but I got so much going on. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Where's everybody at? You guys can donate. That's always good. Food is always good to have. Food. Ow. Oh, decrystallizing. Healing. Fountain Youth is real. But yeah, what else? What's up, David? 33. Rogue, Maximus, and who else is here? Nobody else is here. Bub's Cat. Love you too, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all of you. Yeah, man. What you been up to? Yeah, I get so involved in what I'm showing, I forget to say hi to you guys so much. I apologize about that. But let's see what else. What do we got here? Share screen, share screen.
President of Argentina, he actually recently converted to Judaism and incredibly pro-Israel, and just recently, and it's really starting to encompass all of South America. He recently, back in August, an article came out stating he's pushing a new initiative in South America known as the Isaac Accords to complement the Abraham Accords that Donald Trump had started in the Middle East. Javier Milei is starting to push the Isaac Accords to get more countries on board and make Zionist strongholds all across Latin America. So this is an Associated Press article that was posted back in August. Argentina president is helping launch a $1 million initiative to improve diplomatic relationships between Israel and several Latin American countries at a time when Israel is facing intense international criticism over its operations in Gaza. The Isaac Accords, funded by money from the prize that Milei received in Jerusalem, will increase ties between Israel, Uruguay, Panama, and Costa Rica, among many others. So here's the thing. I want to show you guys just how pro-Israel this dude is. I mean, time after time after time.
Obviously, he must be pretty fucking pro-Israel. Trump gave him $40 billion on behalf of Netanyahu.
So many interviews where he's speaking in support of Israel. There's also actually, that's what I was looking for, videos of him at the Western Wall I know all world leaders are, kissing that wall and going against that wall. The incline that this dude has on the wall, though.
By the way, the wall is melted bricks, melted concrete molds that are over. Underneath those molds are melted brick. Behind that mold is a red brick, guaranteed. If you were to take a rock hammer and a chisel and to drill this wall out, you would find red bricks behind it. You fucking retards.
Oh, I mean, you really have to be dedicated to really just shove your face into it the way that this guy does. So, I mean, props to him for really just going for it. But that's basically what's going on in Latin America. And what's so interesting is I started kind of going through like all of the different ties between different countries. And let me go ahead and just share them with you guys so you really understand some of the things going on. Let me go ahead and share this screen here. So Israel faces diplomatic divide in Latin America. This was an article posted in the Jewish News Syndicate. When it comes to Israel,
again, Israel's like a cancer that works its way into every government around the world via intelligence agencies, via conspiring and meeting and bribery and blackmail, and that's how they work. That's how they operate, man. That's how this demon, the devil, Satan himself, operates.
Israel's relations.
If there was a devil or a Satan, his name right here, they would be this guy.
With Latin American countries, it mostly depends on who's in power. And actually, before I finish showing you guys that, you might remember not too long ago, literally just a few weeks back, Marco Rubio met with Israel's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Gideon Saar, and they discussed many.
And another total traitor to Israel, Marco Rubio, another total traitor to a foreign nation, total traitor, should be executed immediately for treason. The entire Trump administration should be rounded up and executed for treason immediately. Treason.
Things.
A foreign country. You have both Republicans and Democrats totally guilty of treason to a foreign country called Israel.
One of them being actually Israel's relationship with Latin America.
Literally could round up everybody in government right now and execute them and sleep like a baby. You would be all completely by their own constitution.
So it's so interesting that they're coming over. They're talking about Israel's relationship with Latin America just a couple of weeks ago, coming and meeting with Marco Rubio. And all of a sudden now, we see this takeover of Venezuela, which of course was great for Israel. Actually, Gideon Saar, who's really the one spearheading Israel's relationship with Latin America from Israel, really the one who's really spearheading this initiative of turning Latin America into Zionist strongholds.
Word of advice, put your fucking hands down. Put your fucking hands down. I'm sorry.
What's so interesting is there was an article headline recently regarding how happy he is to hear about the fact that Nicolas Maduro was overthrown. Let me see if I can pull up that article headline. He was absolutely in support of it. Israel commends the United States operation led by President Trump, which acted as the leader of the free world. As this historic moment, Israel stands alongside the freedom-loving Venezuelan people who have suffered enough. Israel welcomes the removal of the dictator. The people of Venezuela deserve better. Of course, Israel is drooling over this moment because of the fact now they'll be able to plop in another Zionist leader, especially Maria Corina Machado. So they're doing it really one country at a time. Now, what's so interesting is I started going through to see the relationships that Israel already has with some of the Latin American countries. There's already a trade agreement, again, between Israel, Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, and Uruguay. There's a free trade agreement that they have between those countries.
Uruguay.
Not only that, of course, back in just earlier this year, actually, or earlier last year, December 11th of 2025, so just a few weeks ago, it's being reported that Costa Rica and Israel signed a free trade agreement. That was signed just on December 8th after more than 2.5 years of negotiations. All right, so that's already going on between Costa Rica and Israel. There's a bit more. This was posted back in 2024, bilateral relationships between Israel and Guatemala. it goes on. And there's another tab here. Let's see. Israel and Costa Rica to sign free trade agreement. This is posted on the Government of Israel website. Of course, we know that even this past summer, Argentina went ahead and stated that they'll be moving their embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. You know who also stated they're going to be moving their embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem? Maria Corina Machado. She stated once she's installed, or she becomes leader of Venezuela, president of Venezuela.
That's code for we're in the club. We're in the club. When you say that, you're in the Israel club. You want their shit in Jerusalem, wherever the fuck, you know, who gives a fuck? Fuck them all, you know?
One of the first things that she's going to do is she's going to go ahead and move the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. It's so odd that they make that one of the first things they do. You'll see when leaders when a world leader really wants to show their allegiance to Israel, move the embassy immediately. And it's like they all of a sudden become, you know, incredibly powerful in their.
You know, they're completely submissive to Israel. You know, they're bought and paid for by Israel. Blackmailed, bribed, you name it. Probably both.
Countries. It seems like supporting Israel is the key to becoming a powerful leader in whatever country in the world. It seems like that's kind of the door you have to pass. So let's see what else. Those are really the main articles I wanted to show for you there. And then again, when it comes to Israel faces diplomatic divide in Latin America. So the article goes on and it talks about the fact that Colombia's cancellation of its free trade agreement with Israel and the expulsion of the remaining Israeli diplomats have become the latest sign of broader diplomatic shift in sweeping Latin America. Now, what's so interesting, actually referring to Colombia, is what have we recently seen as well? Well, Colombia's president, Gustavo Petro, is having a fallout with President Trump. They've always had a pretty hostile relationship, actually, between the two. Gustavo Petro went at the United Nations and actually stated and told American military men that they should not stand in support of genocide. Donald Trump took that as him telling American military to go against their president, caused an immediate fallout. Gustavo Petro has also went out publicly at the United Nations and stated that the people of Israel are not God's chosen people. Actually, the people of the world are.
That's right.
So that already pissed off the Israelis. There's a huge hostility.
I mean, there is no God, but I mean, if there were, I mean, it wouldn't work like that. That's so retarded. It's insane.
Between Colombia and Israel.
You are special to me, and we are here in our collective mind. We've always been here. We didn't come here. We've always been here. We weren't born. We can never die.
He's called out repeatedly what's happening in Palestine is a genocide. So you'll see all of these sort of things. And then what's so interesting is that immediately after Maduro is taken out, Donald Trump goes after Colombia and Gustavo Petro and says that he's going to be next. He better watch his ass.
Yeah.
He's been incredibly hostile because of his statements to President Trump. And just imagine that, whether or not that actually happens, who's
the dude? Yeah, because he called pedophile Trump a pedophile. Of course he don't like the president of Colombia. He called him out. He said, you're a fucking den of vipers. You're like a den of pedophiles.
To say it. I feel like Donald Trump is a wild card. So who knows whether or not that happens. But just imagine how quickly the United States is going and basically building the Israeli empire, the beginning of the Israel's empire, turning all of Latin America into Zionist strongholds. And the one thing that
it's really sad how you let these goddamn motherfuckers, let these fuckers get a foot in the door. These cocksucking Israeli Zionist cursed cancerous demons. You let these demons get a foot in the door, they take over your whole fucking country, these cocksuckers. I mean, look at the U.S. It's a joke. They're all a bunch of pedophiles.
Israel has, that no other country in the world has, is the bastardization of religion that Israel uses. And it does so in a way that it warps Christianity, and it warps Christianity in such a way that it uses it as an...
Hey, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but religion is the bastardization in the first place.
Used to further its foreign policy agenda. So before Israel really wants to, the way Israel goes about making these Zionist strongholds in Latin America is it's going to go ahead and, of course, pay for pastors to come to Israel. They don't just do this in the United States. They do this in every country. They immediately bring Christians to Israel. They talk about how Israel is the land of the Jews and the land of, the ancient Israelites, and they descend from them. And they'll do this whole propaganda.
They do this to every country, tell them that they're the chosen ones, and they get every country to be Christian or Muslim or whatever the fuck works for them.
Thing, and then they'll tell them, go back to your churches and push Zionism and
maybe not Muslim, sorry.
push Christian Zionism. And after these pastors have been given this free trip to Israel, and they're given everything that they want, and they're
all of the Muslim countries, quote unquote, are ruled by Israelis. The royal family, that they're all Jews or Israelis, whatever. Zion, I don't give a fuck what you call them. The fucking demons, parasites, cancer. I like that. They're like a cancer. You know what I mean? Like the body is inflicted with a cancer. That's what they're like. And if you don't stomp the cancer out and cure the cancer, it will spread. Israel is a cancer. The mentality of Israel is a cancer. If you don't cut it off from the body, the cancer will spread and take over the body. This is common sense 101.
Starts getting money and they start fundraising their churches, all of a sudden now you have them start building these Zionist strongholds in all of Latin America, just like they did in the United States. And then it becomes a lot easier to push pro-Israel policy in these countries. No other country in the world can do this. No other country can warp religion to justify and to try to get people of citizens all across the world to be on board with it, which is why I say truly it's a bastardization of religion. I feel like they're using religion and they're warping it for something that's not actually even written to advance their goals. And unfortunately, so much of the world is actually brainwashed by this, and it works. And it works, which is why I think Israel is a specific sort of threat to the world, unlike anything else, because it's the only country, it's the only project in the Middle East, in the world that is able to use this to its advantage. And that's how it's so parasitic in that way.
It's crazy.
Because it just goes in and it infiltrates their religion. It goes about changing the country, changing the dynamics, and that's how it starts to build these Zionist strongholds that we're seeing. So it's happening in Latin America. And then, of course,
it really is. These cocksucking parasites have invaded and infested like a cancer. They've infested every country, these cocksucking Israeli terrorists. What do they call it? What's their end goal there? You're a goyim and all that, to wipe out the goyims. They're very anti-goyim. These are the most racist apartheid group of pedophiles of all time.
Of course, what after Latin America? Well, the global South in general is Israel's main initiative. It basically just wants every single damn leader in the world to go to Israel, kiss the Western Wall. The steeper the incline, the better against that wall, apparently, just like Javier Milei. And basically just have the whole world turn and pretend that Palestine never existed and that Palestine, it just completely erased the idea of a Palestinian state, the state of Palestine. That's kind of been Israel's goal. After Iran, if there's regime change in Iran and Israel gets its way, then Israel now can fully focus on Latin America.
Let me make something very abundantly clear. In 50 years, if we remain on this batshit trajectory of Israel's agenda, Palestine won't even be in the history books. They won't even have existed anymore with the new history books they give to the new generations. Never even existed. It was always there, Israel, in the new history books. And they'll never know because they weren't here, It's multi-generational agenda.
That's going to be Israel's number one priority, aside from obviously expanding in the Middle East and full-fledged Israel project going. So I think if the regime change happens in Iran, then Latin America and expansion of the Israeli empire is exactly what we're going to begin to see. Zionist strongholds popping up all across. Latin America is going to be a huge focus for Israel. And they're going to do this sort of thing where it's going to use American imperialism to take out leaders, not only that are hostile to American interests, but take out leaders specifically because of the fact that the Israelis want them taken out.
Yikes.
Specifically because of the fact that Israel wants to make sure that by the end of Donald Trump's administration, every single damn Latin American leader in there
is as Zionist as you can get. So there's a current Zionist takeover of Latin America that the Israelis are up to.
Of the world. But very evident right now in Latin America. Very obvious. Very.
That's not getting enough attention. And it's happening rather quickly. So we'll see how things unfold moving forward. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And
No. Just kidding. I doubt it. I don't know. I mean, again, maybe. I really don't even know. I can't even conjecture. It's possible. It's hard to say because I just don't have enough information that says that. But yeah, I mean, if you look at it from like a normal, I mean, it's very probable. It's very likely, high probability. If you think about how we are, and we are now, we're a small group awake to all the bullshit. That's funny, seeing myself with teeth again on Santos' video. But yeah, that's a good question. Very good questions today. Thanks to Rogue Maximus. Very good questions. If you ask the right questions, you'll get answers, folks, from me. If you ask the right questions. You have to ask the right questions. Like you did today, Rogue Maximus. Good questions today. Man, I just lost track. Where the fuck did that comment go? What the fuck? Can't find it now. God damn it. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. What else? You guys, anything else for me? No donations, huh? Okay. Look. Anyway, still, thanks to Melt Flood out there and Dana, Bubscat, Fiona, Jasmine and Nelly. All of you. Appreciate you. Love you. Donate. Let's see, Sandra. Who else? All of you. Shout out to Sandra Chase. Appreciate a donation if you got it. All of you, if you can donate. And appreciate your help in the past. I love you and thank you. And we'll see you on the next live stream here as usual. And be blessed. Love you. Thanks. Take care, y'all. And, spread my documentary. Spread the truth. Get more people to show up to the live stream and learn this shit. The more people know about this shit, the more people can appreciate me and donate, and maybe I can fucking eat. You know what I mean? That'd be great. Help a brother out, man. Share the truth. By sharing the truth. Just share the truth for me. Share my documentary. Tell people about Meltology, and if you want to learn about it, watch my documentary and watch the live streams. Especially if you want to learn about the world today as well. Love you guys. Appreciate it.